It means this electron, a hydrogen atom is what? 2000 times bigger than the electron. Electron means this charge particle, Thomson only. He concludes, I don't know how he have done and all that. That is also, I don't know much about this. Therefore, he says, now we are calling it as electron. This charge particle, this ray, this charge particle, he gave a name. You know what is the name of this? Corpuscles. See, that time biology was the attractive and famous subject. Red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles. This is corpuscles means something, some particle. It's a cathode ray. He said it's a corpuscles, that's all. Cathode ray. We don't know what color is that. Corpuscles. He named, these are called corpuscles. This particle's name is what? Corpuscles. Yes. Do you remember the Newton corpuscular theory? I don't know. Thomson and Newton, are they contemporary or different? The date we have to analyze. He also that Newton corpuscular theory and all that. Maybe he has taken that word corpuscles from him, or Newton was the old timer or new timer, I don't know. A history line you have to see that. Okay, dates. See, majority of the scientists, they was not believing this J.J. Thomson, and moreover, they did not like this word corpuscles. This look like corpse. They don't like this name itself. Therefore, they prefer much older name that is called electron. It is an older name. This is not a new name. They prefer a much older name is called electron. I don't remember that this is what during this experiment 10 years before, that Irish physicist, his name is John Stoney or something, I don't know. That person 10 years before he kept his name. That name only everyone to adopt, that electron. Okay. In fact, he is a chemist. In his chemistry experiment, you want to name the electrical unit for some quantity. He used that word electron. I don't know what context he did that. Everybody want to keep that name, okay, as an electron. Because all the scientists know atom is an electrically neutral. See, everybody since atom is a neutral, therefore, if there is a negative, there should be a positive. Therefore, he decided. He is a great believer of a God. On the Christian Eve, when he was making a cake, they put the plum in the pudding. Then he thought, yes, he made plum pudding model, Thomson plum pudding model, that electron is a negative charge particle embedded in a positive cloud. This is a positive cloud, right? For hydrogen is 1, for helium 2 electrons are embedded, for lithium 3 electrons are embedded, right? 3 electrons. But it was a big problem for all, because this assumption he started and left it like that, that's all. Later, Rutherford want to find out what this fellow say this scientist telling, true or not. Therefore, this Rutherford alpha scattering experiment, right, confirm that there is a nucleus and electrons are revolving around it. The nucleuses are positive charge and all that, this history. Therefore, my aim is not to give the lots of discoveries and all that. Now our job is what? You catch hold of this electron. This is our subject. From the electron, electronics. Okay. But he proved that, see, the plum pudding model, right, was disproved by what? 2 scientists, this Rutherford and Bohr, right? Therefore, this was discarded. Okay, the plum pudding model was discarded. That is what? Nailed Bohr. He nailed this theory. Nailed means what? He stopped. This disproved the theory, no doubt, but at least he has brought it to such a level, right? One of the famous successful experiment of this Thomson is what? E by M experiment. Still we are doing it in our lab, and this E by M the ratio for all metals, all elements is found will be same. Therefore, what is the confirmation? All elements made up of atom, all atom contains electron. Electron is the basic constituent of the metals. That means an atom, right? And Bohr proposed, Rutherford said atom is consists of nucleus at the center, electrons are revolving. Again what? Bohr said electron cannot go in different orbit, it are some specific orbit. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit and all. They are called stationary orbit. Like this is the sun, electrons are revolving around the earth, around the sun, like a planet and all that planetary model. Yes, did the planetary model, but the orbit of, there is no specific space. There is a specific space in between. Bohr's theory is a definite orbits or stationary orbit theory and all that did it. It's another story. See, we stopped at E by M. See, for only for the science students, charge mass ratio of electron is 1.75 something into 10 to the power of 11. Charge measured in coulomb, mass in kg. Kg is for mass. No. This is the value for science student, not for you. Later in what is it? Around 13 or 1920, I don't know. Around 19th century, around 20 or 30, no idea. I think 1930 only. That is Millikan oil drop. Millikan and Harvey. Okay, Millikan only I'll remember. He measured the closest value of this. And if you read that history of physics, you'll know. Yes, by burning midday oil, right? He has done the Millikan oil drop method and 99% exact value of this charge. He found that E by M ratio. I think charge is what? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. This is the magnitude of the one electronic charge. Okay. Remember, see, this is two smaller unit. See, if you know this Ladu, you know, Tirupati Ladu you say, no? Right? That is like this. This is one electronic charge. It contains so many number of electrons. Right? N times so many number of electrons is equal to 1 coulomb. Now, how many number of electrons are there in 1 coulomb? You can easily calculate. Right? If I say 1000 rupees, 1 rupee you can't see. 1000 rupees only you know. Like 100 rupees, 101 rupee is there. It is embedded. Right? Oh, if I ask you get 1 rupee, it is very difficult. You have to imagine. The same way, 1 coulomb is the standard unit for the charge. Like 1 kg is the standard unit for mass. Now, in 1 coulomb, how many electrons are there? You can easily calculate. N number of electrons is equal to 1 coulomb. Therefore, number of electrons is equal to 1 coulomb by E. But E value is this. 1 coulomb by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb get cancelled. See, in high school you studied, right? N is equal to 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. In SSLC 8 standard, you have studied now this, you can take it up. 10 to the power of 19 by 1.6 number of electron. Right? If you go to the numerator, see, remember 10 to the power of 8 minus 8, if it goes to the numerator, it becomes plus 8. Then 1 a to the power of n is equal to minus n is equal to 1 by a to the power of minus n is equal to a to the power of, you know this, no? The same thing I have taken. And if you release 10 here, it becomes 10 to the power of 18 by 1.6. Then if you divide, you will get some number 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. That means 625 into 10 to the power of 16. That means 625, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 zeros. So many electrons will be there. Understood? Don't want all this. But these calculations are important for doing some circuits or calculations. It will be helpful. Look, remember, charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. See, this 19 becomes 16 if it will fall down. The negative becomes point here. And mass of an electron is equal to, right, 9.1. See, 9.1 or reverse 19 become 9.1 into some values here into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Minus 31 kg. Therefore, that is why E by M ratio, you get that value. What is the value which I given here? That is E by M. This is E by M, how much it comes? 1.75 into 10 to the power 11 coulomb per kg. See, these all are just an information. This need not remember also, because for us, for science students, they keep doing the sums, they will remember. It is not required to know all this. Okay. Just I gave how electron bond, right? Here, now it has to do lot of things. Now you know how the electron started there, how it's born. And in upcoming video I'll upload, I'll try to do that. We'll discuss some essential functions of electronic device and its history as well. We'll do that. How electronic device is developed and all that. We'll do it. Look, now we are using this mobile, right? From the starting of that electron, and now we have come to this mobile world. Okay, such an advance. We'll see all the history. See, knowing the history, something like this. See, we know the biodata of the different actors. There are unwanted things and all. You better know all this. Tell to your youngsters, small kids. See, our nation need all of high intellectuals. I've seen most of the TV shows and all that. On unrelated things, non-productive things only will be observing. Recently, an actor, he committed suicide, and I could not remember his name also. In my department, when I asked about the actor's name, everybody was laughing at me. Now what had happened? It is not necessary to know. These actors, no use for us. These people, personalities, for his own personal reason, he died. Why you have to feel pity on him? On the other hand, what had happened in the Chinese border? The colonel, Santosh Babu, right? With 2 kids, he's recently married. He married and got 2 kids. And another person from Tamil Nadu, I think Mr. Palani, right? 26 years he's worked here. Even his brother is in military. And another person is a Hoja, I think, right? He's a Sipai Hoja. He got married. This child, only 17 years, 17 days old child he want to see. He got the leave sanction. But what happens? He died. And 26 years he served, and remaining 17 names, they have not, nobody knows about that. And what about these people? These are the real heroes. And we must know about these people. And what our government also doing. They are not, they write this. Even what if you become a politician or a policy deciding, policy makers, you make an idea. What you have to do? Every school, see so many soldiers, right? They, for the soldiers, they sacrifice their life for our country. They would have belonged to some village or their native place. In their native place, they would have studied the school. In the school, they have to erect their statue. Right? Statue, a small biography of this size of the thing they have to written, which definitely inspire. It will definitely inspire all the kids over there, the parents who are coming. Right? We see lot of statues everywhere in the street for some actor, and they were no use for us. When you talk something about that, they start liberating, jumping and all that. What way these people helpful for you apart from that entertainment and usefulness for human being? Therefore, and we have a lot of gangsters, rowdyism everywhere. This gang, that gang is fighting. Why can't all these rowdyism, all these people go and fight at the border and hit those people? Even I pity the Chinese soldiers also. See, they are also working, doing for their fighting for their land. They take the order from higher ups. And all the soldiers is a common factor. Either Pakistan soldiers or Indian soldiers or Chinese soldiers. They are also the family, children's. And I also pity, see, about 40-45 people, soldiers, that means really think about their families, the children's. They also don't like to fight because we take the order. We are slaves. See, this is a slave. Therefore, what I tell is we need a knowledgeable society, right? And why we are afraid of the any one country? Think about the Israel, such a small place. Why they are so courage? And Cuban history. How many of you know? And this line of control and World War and all. How many people you know about this? But most of us know a lot of movies, dialogues, and we what is that? We can do the dancing and all that. Please, I request all the youngsters to do something. Why you have to buy lot of instruments, biomed and all from other country? Some useless countries and all will take it. We have got all highly sophisticated instruments and all. We have designed it. We have sent a satellite to the Mars. Can't you make a small instruments to find this coronavirus and all that? That too, a small countries we are buying. And what way in what is that intellectual level we are inferior to them. Therefore, see, I request every young person, don't see it is like this. In a movie, we used to see a hero fighting with the villain. All the people surrounding them, they will be watching. They will not be participating. Right? Here, and they're thinking that the hero will save. I'm quite sure no hero or leader will come and save you. And any politician, once he become MP or MLA or something, he will look for another 5 years. He will not bother about the people and all that. Now, read the topic: economics, political science, world history, right? National policies, all the things, and don't confine to any one particular subjects. Learn lot of languages so that this language barrier will come across, and caste, creed, religion, and all you have to cross over. Then only we can do wonders. Such a small country, Cuba, right, for 80, 60, 70 years is, what is it, as against America, very powerful country. America is afraid of all Arabian countries, right, afraid of small Israel, such a small country. And entire China is afraid of, what's it, some Korea, North Korea or South Korea, I don't know about that history. Why? See, it is not the area matter and population matters. You have seen that Bahubali movie, I don't want to mention there, the hero wins by strategy. With a few people with strong mental power and knowledge, they can defeat a big army also. Even Vivekananda said, give one 100 youth, I can change the world or something is that one word used to say. It has happened 100 years before. Now I am asking you to make our Indian, what is that, India as a superpower. I need only 10 to 15 students. Is enough. For 10 to 15, with this present technology, with a strong motivation, we can change the world. And our Abdul Kalam's, what is that, the dream of become 2020 is going to be a superpower, become a dream only. And you can make the reality at least 2030. In 10 years, at least these 10 students just to join will change. Why can't we become the winner? Why Sundar Pichai has to go and work there? Why can't read those people's who are the NRI, go and work there, and how these people have become so famous, and why they are working, what condition, that environment, how we can change. That too, what you have to think as if you are a prime minister or chief minister or an MLA of your area or a councillor. You think. That is, imagination is important for you. You cannot become or something. I want every youth and every individual, right, must think in that, try to solve a problem and come to a solution. Definitely, see, for past this 3 months, I learned a lot of biology, and one of my friend, he said, why don't you start war on virus? Therefore, lot of topics on virology, immunology and all, I'm doing it. But if the God gave another chance, I think with your youth, your speed, I can find the medicine also. I feel it like that because we are old timers. We don't have that much enthusiastic. We are waiting for you people, and all of you. Now you change your mentality, finish your syllabus, studies, exams, and all. You keep it aside, finish it. Then you think on this. What are the things we can do it, and study new subjects, and take one particular, see, the biodetectors. You can do it. How much it will cost? That all you study. Go through the internet, YouTube, learn a lot of things. Now this is the simple, just a beginning, and a few students they want radio communication. That lessons I am going to do that. We'll start how the radio waves started, how it is propagating, and what are the different sphere. See, ionosphere means what Van Allen belt, and radio waves, electromagnetic wave you study and come. What is electromagnetic wave? What are carrier waves? These are all I'll study and come, because I also want to know very thorough about that. These are all I have a vague ideas, and whatever I'll tell, you'll get only a 20% of the knowledge. You discuss with your other friends, teachers, and all different resources are there. Think each one of you a scientist, and you are going to find two things. We want to make our country as a superpower. Economically, you want to make our country a rich and healthy country, right? We should not buy anything from outside. Self-reliance, what our Prime Minister said, we have to rely on self-reliance. In fact, we have to thankful for this coronavirus, right? It made our lifestyle a lot, and every person see, oh, family become a strong bondage among our family bondage has started lot, and we realized our talents being isolated from all others, and whatever I am doing this video lessons and all that, it will be going to be perfect and after 10 or 15 videos. It is a new thing for us. Anyway, if any defects is there, please kindly forgive that, and please correct it. Thank you for listening. The second video I am going to start on electromagnetic radiation. What is electromagnetic radiation? And what are radio waves? And what are the different, what is a sphere, lithosphere, photosphere, ionospheres, and all that. I will give small lecture on that. Okay. Then after that, some lasers. Why I want that lasers? Lasers are very, very important for high technology, for medicine, for defense, for manufacturing different equipments it's needed. Therefore, that also I'll teach you in as simple as possible. I'll try. Okay. Thank you.